Generic greetings and welcome to a very early morning in Prison Architect. Today's beverage is a very refreshing cucumber-infused sparkling water. Very hydrating indeed. So welcome back to the game, and in the previous episode we spent over 100 grand on a wall, and that was all of this stuff here. We also then put in the extra security stuff like the guard towers and this sort of kennel staff room thing, which is actually being used pretty heavily by the staff up here. So I'm really happy that we've installed that. Oh, there was also a couple of shotgun incidents as well, because, well, it continues to do that, and Ben Noonan here is being hit by a stun baton. Anyway, in this episode we're going to do some cloning, so let's crack on with that now. Quick build, custom, clone, and I need to reselect this because it's a bit different from what it was previously, and it should be that. So it just goes in here, I believe. No, it I can't rotate it, can I? Rotate and flip would put some of these things wrong. Okay, well, we can do that instead. Actually, that instead. And rotate and flip, and it means that we have the outside bit facing towards these snipers. I'm just going to double check that. Yes, that is the case, yes. So click, and yeah, we'll let them crack on with that. Obviously there's the flooring to go in as well, the other security stuff. I'm also going to go to some objects and to guard tower, and it's going to go in there, isn't it? Yes. I'm tempted to place one on the other side just for, again, for added good measure. One would go in here, and the other one would go in here. Alright, and then because of that, I think we are going to have to... Well, we do need a couple more dog handlers because they have been sadly taken out. And we're going to get another, maybe 4 snipers. Going to have to hire some more doctors because they've been taken out as well. Armed guards, we'll just not max out, but we'll get more of. And there we go. So, that is the building for here. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I do know that it's probably going to require a fair amount of wiring and a lot of micromanagement when it comes to the... when it comes to the doors and such, so that's going to be a bit of a pain. Anyway, I'm just going to pause it for a moment because I'm noticing that we've received some prisoners, but not all of them, and I reckon it's because of one of the assignments. Over to the deployment, and I can see 1, 2, and 3, which, to be fair, I'm thinking of putting in one corner, 2 corner, and then the 3rd corner and completely separating them. That might be an idea. But anyway, actually having them closer to the middle near the sniper is actually not terrible. Just have like 3 here, but they'll probably try to break out and fight each other. Anyway, over to the intelligence and gangs, and I'm seeing the gang leader there, not gang leader there, and a gang there. Hang on. No, this one. So do we have a gang leader for red? We do. Where are they? They are not there. Not there. Actually, I should have done pause it while we crack on. Aha! There they are. So, let us... Scott Okwashimi, I think? I had a crack at it. Change cell, and it's going to be... choose new cell, and it's going to be that one. But only after I change their category, that's right. And it is minimum. Change cell, choose new cell. That's now set. Okay. And now we can get another person. I think everything's pretty much set up as required. That's King in there. We've seen King before. Ironically, they have a crown above the head. Okay, good. That's all working. Successfully transform 15 gang members into ex-gang members. Yeah, like that happens. We do the prep, and one person was running it, and then they've decided really not to bother. Guard Taser certification is finished, as is the first aid training. We've got a couple more in there. Disarming certification, we could probably run some more of that. Let's, probably should have run that fast. Yeah, probably should have run that earlier. Anyway, 100 per session, 4 places, 3 sessions. When things get tough, we get tougher. Train your guards in advanced techniques to disarm your opponents. I mean, the legendary prisoners are weapons in and of themselves, so yeah, they don't even have to be armed to be any sort of danger. Anyway, we can see all of these trucks here. And this is just the tip of the iceberg, because all that's being ordered in at the moment is concrete and foundations. That's it. And once they've done the concrete and foundations and the tiles, then it gets interesting. Just going to double check the deployment, and that is indeed set correctly. This one doesn't actually have any deployment settings because we haven't walled it off. We've not really needed to. However, if we go down the route of the ex-gang member protection program, which I don't think we are, if we were to do that, I would remove a big chunk of the trees in here. I'd probably actually just remove them all around this area. I would have a perimeter wall. I would have another wall in here, make sure it's 10 away from that one, and I would make a more standard type of area. Although, no, I probably wouldn't, because even if they're not gangs, they're still legendary, so they're still going to act exactly like these prisoners, just without the sort of gang behaviours, which means we still have to have all of, well, we don't have to, but we still want them individual and have a lot of security and all of that. But there you go. Anyway, workers are cracking on. There's a couple of things we can do while we are waiting for that. We can go over to patrols and for the magenta, and we're just going to have this go around, and we'll do that. And we'll do blue patrol as well, which is going to be interesting in terms of its layout as it was previously. And it comes along and around and down and other words. Assign guards, armed guards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I don't think, hang on, we've got 4, 8, 12, 24, 26. We have 26 people assigned, and we have 32 armed guards. I think we need a bigger armory. We do. Okay, I'm going to dismantle some of this kennel. I think we're going to pretty much half it. I was about to sack the dog there. I didn't know you could sack the dog. Yeah, we're going to half this. And, oh, here we go. This is where we get the expenditure here. Dismantle that. Dog ball. Dismantle. And can I just go to sell object? I can. And there we go. Oh, I think I've sold a dog crate where I shouldn't have done that. Zoom in. Put that in there. And, oh yeah. Too many dog balls I've removed there. Bit of a shame. Flooring. We'll do that after walls. Let's put in the concrete walls like that. We will remove the rooms for now. We will also smash up those walls and then reposition the other stuff later on when we need to. Okay, but obviously the workers are too busy trying to place in some of these doors. Some of them will have been installed, potentially. And don't say... I'll take a fire in the kitchen. Just don't say subsidence. Lock open. Ah, fire started in the kitchen. There it is. But luckily our sprinkler system will come into play. It'll spring into action. Yeah. Alright then. Emergencies and air firefighters. Here they come. And to be fair, the reason the guys haven't extinguished it themselves is because we don't have any fire extinguishers in here. We've used them up, or I just didn't have them in the first place. Anyway, bring the guys in to stop this fire. A lot of this is we're going to have to force open the doors. Yeah, like so. I trust that the fire, yeah, is under control. Yeah. I think that pretty much dealt with, so we'll let the guys go back. Excellent. Over to rooms then, and we want the kitchen, so we'll redesignate this as kitchen. we will put the walls back in, which is concrete. We don't need to put any of the flooring in, I don't think. Well, just one of these line tiles. I'll double check in here, which is the ceramic floor, and if there is any, it's under the stuff that we don't see. Okay, there we go. And that is that the first time I've used the helipad? I'm not sure, but deployment is set correctly, so I'm not going to worry too much about any of that. So, just going to double check about these things. It says some of them have failed to install, not these ones. As you can see, some of them are being installed. We just have to go through and open these doors so the workers can crack on and build. I can totally understand this being a thing. I get it. It quite clearly states, must have a door servo in order to function. No problem. But I do wish it was just a bit more elegant. Like, you didn't have to force open the doors so they can actually build the thing. I guess you could, if you weren't cloning, put the door servos in, wire them up, and then the doors go on. Yeah, potentially. Potentially. Anyway, these have been locked open for the most part. A lot of these are queued. I think most of them are pretty much locked open. Well, that guy's locked in. Now they can get out. And I think, apart from one or two doors, that's it. That remote door's open. Yeah, that's all okay. Right, good. Only one death today, which is good to see. It is indeed good to see. Not that there's one. I mean, it's not like 8. It's lower than previous. That's what I'm trying to say. Felix Pennington is doing a bit of fighting there because that's, of course, what they do. And we'll have to put in the flooring again. Hang on a minute. Is this wrong? No, it's not wrong. I was thinking, hang on, what's going on here? It's not wrong. It's just how it looks. It looks wrong here, but it's not. It's fine. Please be fine. I'm fairly confident with the measurements. Yeah. Fairly confident that is correct. So I'm just going to put the line tiles in. You can see the guards patrolling here. This comes down. Actually, I don't need to do that. Leave that alone. Leave that alone. Right. So it is these sides. Let me come back to that. I think there's the odd shotgun blast going off there. And naturally what's going to happen now is all of this work that we've done, all this, the workers are going to come and crack on doing that rather than the other stuff. But that's all good. And last remaining couple of bits. 1, 2. That one's ordered. Right, let's see how we get on with that one. I think most of these... Oh, now what? Prisoner's demand for more free time has been indulged for too long. He'll be back on the phone in a moment. Almost certainly. Right, work free time. And it goes like that. Okay, and then we can reschedule programs so nobody can attend them. Yes. Alright. It's not to do with the making of this being staff only, like this stuff here. It's not that, because we've seen them come through. They're escorted to the place, so it's just they're not really wanting to do it. That needs to be locked open. That is locked open. It's interesting that these show locked open, but the other ones don't. Don't know. Anyway, we have our patrols with the bouncing shotgun. the bouncing shotgun guards, by the look of it, which was curious. I think the flooring in here I may have missed out on. Yeah. So they're in there. And the rest of it is pretty much set. There we go. And we're going to go over to wiring and to the... Is it in wiring? It is in wiring. CCTV, but it's the advanced searchlight. And we rotate it like that. And it goes there, there. Oh, that thing's been completed. And there. And then I'll put it down here. Is it a gap of 1 off the end? No, it's not. It's literally right there. So I'm just going to come down, click, down, click, down, and click. And we'll do some utilities. We're going to go with electrical first. And how we're going to do this? Well, it's going to have to be like that, and then around, isn't it? Cancel that bit. And we'll wire up those as well while we're on. Let's be a maverick and wire this in backwards. Oh yeah, I didn't like doing that. Okay, we're going to stop that. Do we need to come further forward as well with these? It comes to... It's got that one, doesn't it? Yeah. And like that. And then we'll also put in the other stuff that we're missing as well. Right. I'll just wire it in first. And then see how we get on. Because there's a lot to place. In terms of the regime, it's pretty much untouched apart from when the person calls. For our programs, gang rehabilitation, not happening. For policy, haven't really bothered touching this too much. We've still got meal quantity and variety is high. There's a little bit of a need for certain things in here, but nothing major. Reform will be 97%. Oh, 93%. What's this one say? Ah, no prisoners being released. I mean, they've left, but not actually being released. That's different. Yeah. Okay, well, you know what? I'm just going to go to grants and pick up crackdown on drugs. We need to find 10 illegal narcotics. Okay? We will see about that shortly. For the electrical cable then, let's just run this around and do this. And we'll have to worry about some of the... hang on. Right. Some of the other stuff as well. Like, for example, those and those. And then the extras, which is in utilities, PA system. And I think for the PA system, it's... hang on a second. It's basically this, so it's 3 from the top. 3, and it goes there. And to be fair, it's sort of like a cat, really. If it fits, it sits. Like, you can't... there's stuff either side of it, so it'll go in. Pillow. Soft variety. I like the idea of prisoners being asleep, and a guard comes in. Shh, just a nice soft pillow. There you go. Brilliant. All right. So the wiring is certainly going in for this utility as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll do the wiring. So connections is going to go from a new CCTV monitor, which can't go there because of reasons. Can move that over and put in another CCTV monitor in here. And now, admittedly, it's not very elegant in terms of its positioning, but it should be fine. Rooms-wise, I know we're actually juggling about a million things here. That's alright. And here. Ideally, I'd redo a lot of this. Flooring-wise, it's going to be that. And I did set it to armory, didn't I? Yes, I did. Right. Says that's set. Utilities then, just a couple of extras in here. And like that, followed by water, which we're going to have to run the large pipe in again. It's going to come down the middle and then across from this mark to that mark to then connect up to all of these. We got quite efficient at getting these cloned now, and it has to be said that they're quite a task to build. They are indeed quite a task to build because they have so many items inside. Well, I haven't counted exactly how many, same as that guy. Oh, it's going to be a water pipe burst, that's fine. Every time that phone rings, I'm just, please don't be subsidence. Yeah, I haven't counted exactly how many items are in, just like that shotgunner wasn't counting how many shells they'd put through the gun. But basically, should we have a quick? We'll have a count while we wait. Just finishing these doors, just actually make it secure. And there we are. I think that is pretty much set. It looks wrong, this bit, but apparently it is correct. So when the doors close, it'll look alright. Yeah, there you go. And staff-wise, we're going to get 30 cooks, because there's just more for the guys to go and look at. Yeah, okay, so let's just roughly count in from here then. So in the bedroom alone, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 items, not counting the light. We then have the doors, and then in the yard, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 items. Yeah. And then with the rest of it, I mean, you're talking, just to place the items alone, there's probably, with the doors and the servos and other things, probably about 50 items. Probably about 50 in total. Anyway, I'll actually wire up these things. I know we haven't actually wired them up. So I've got it on pause here. It's not a problem. It's going to just look like we haven't done anything until we click the unpause button. And I don't know how I managed to miss those two, but apparently I did. At least editing me didn't discover it. It was me. And they're all wired in. Just going to double check that wiring loop. Yeah, it's all in. Right, phone tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Imagine playing on this with weather and temperature. Don't imagine, actually. Turns the stomach. Alright, so we have got this thing pretty much sorted, apart from the one bit of wiring for security here. That doesn't really matter, because when these go off, it alerts the guards, but we've got so many guards patrolling, it just sort of works anyway. What's going on there? Because is that door servo not connected? But it did seem to work. Hang on, let me just double check. Wiring. Everything's connected, yeah. Oh, I didn't do the pressure plates either. So that actually makes a huge difference, the pressure plates. There you go. Someone did suggest that we actually have pressure plates there, and when they stand on that pressure plate, both of these doors open. So it means that if they're going from the cell, as soon as they request access from this, the person in the control room grants that access, and then they come through here, stand on that pressure plate, and it opens this door, and they come in, and simultaneously, when they want to go through the other way, it works the other way. What doesn't work is apparently those doors are overloaded and are not connected. That is definitely connected. There's just so much going on. Oh no! Oh! Yeah, I've connected them all to the wrong one, haven't I? Can we remove connections that way? I can. I was going to say, if I have to redo it the other way, it's going to be an absolute nightmare. And I don't know why danger level is so high. I'm a bit concerned about that one. Let me double check needs. Gang members are furious. Leader being punished. How do we have a leader being punished? Ah, we'll have replaced a gang member and not replaced the category. Okay. So, this is gangs, and where's Kingy? Where's King? King's still there. He's still doing King stuff. Pigeon, they're still doing Pigeon stuff. And once again, it's the Bone Breakers gang leader that's had their well, they've left or whatever. The category's been altered. And hang on, look at that. We have an officer, Martin Froze. Oh, interesting. First time we've seen that in the facility. So those guys can initiate plays now. Yeah, I'm going to be removing that person. Post haste. Right, but I have to keep it on pause because basically the prison is completely broke at this stage. So I need to find the leader. And I'm only looking in red. Yeah. Oh, that's why I didn't see them. So this person should be minimum end punishment. And also change cell, choose new cell. That cell. Good. The rest of it, deployment-wise, is set. That's fine. The next thing to do is, while it's still paused, is wiring connections. And it's this one for all of this. And that's now connected. And then I can also connect these ones. Like so. And then finally, we're going to go with security menu. And that's a shame, it doesn't show what I wanted. We're looking for prisoner Martin Froze in security menu. So it is... Are they going to be near the bottom? There's a snore. Oh, there's Froze. So Froze, remove prisoner. Yes. We do not want a lieutenant in here because I don't think they can initiate any... I don't think any orders will be given because they're not interacting with one another. But I'm not entirely sure. And why is that? That was a helicopter taking off. Why was that? I don't know. Danger level is going down. However, security is pretty much okay. Find 10 illegal narcotics. We're on 80%. So just a few more. Just 2 more, in fact. Okay, so water's in. Power's in. I think... Oh, and all the wiring is in. No, maybe not all the wiring is in. Wiring in. Wiring. So them. So that's the internal. That's the main staff areas. Then we've got top, bottom, top again, and then bottom, and then there's a bit more, followed by all of the lights. Okay. Excellent. We're going to leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Prison Architect. Nice building episode. And a bit of micromanaging with all of the... with the gang member stuff as well. Oh. Well then. So yes. Is this done? No, it's not. Let me just finish this off. You know what? No, I'll leave that for... No, I won't leave it for future me. Current me can get on with it. And like that, and like that. So there's more guard potential. Gonna get some more guards. And more doctors, apparently. Another one of those. Okay, good. So, that's been a bit of Prison Architect. Next episode, probably the final episode of the expansion. It basically means doing this and this. All of the other security stuff is in. I would like to have went for the ex-gang member protection program, but it looks like, I think because of the combination of legendary and gang members, they are not going to do the gang welfare thing. They're not going to do the whole rehabilitation. We had one person who was attempting it at a stage, and, well, either they... Well, they left somehow. Oh, that's broke, isn't it? I broke it. Ah, I broke the dog kennel. I made it too small because it needs to be 5, 5, 5. This episode would be at least half the length if I'd done things correctly the first instance. Okay, next episode. Firstly, fix the dog kennel. We can just remove these lockers. It's not a problem. And then we'll get onto this stuff here, and we'll see how we get on. As always, hope you have enjoyed the episode. Comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings. Ooh, tree.